the Shogunate found who is the owner of my favourite helmet. So, we're doing monthly videos and we're actually doing Mayadate this month. That's things at the front, Wakidate, things at the side, Ushiro-date, things at the back. And we are doing videos around that subject. Now, before I go into that, basically I put up my favourite Mayadate and my favourite datemono or tatemono, things that stand on the head. And I couldn't find who it belonged to. And Nick the Shogunate, in his awesomeness, found it and sent me the link for it. So, my name's Antony Cummins. I'm a historical researcher and author dealing with historical ninjutsu and samurai warfare. And we're doing monthly videos. And this month, we're on, as I say, things crest, samurai helmet crest. Now, next month, Scott from Sengoku Studies is opening up with face masks. And his video is already set to premiere. So, go and have a check that out. And it comes out 1st of May. Right, so let's get on with it. Many years ago, I filmed a documentary called Ninja Shadow Warriors with a German team called Urban Canyons, and we came across a museum called Kawagoe Museum, and I have not been back there since. In fact, I've not been back to Kawagoe for a long, long time. And they had a collection of helmets which claimed to be the real helmets from real samurai. It's a little bit dubious, to be honest, as you've got to be careful with museums in Japan. They're not regulated so much. You've got a lot of private museums. So are they not, is one thing. So we found out who this samurai is. So apparently, this helmet belongs to Asakura Yoshikage, who was a daimyo in the 1500s. We're talking 1530s-ish to 1570s, somewhere around there. I'll put the proper dates up here. I'm doing this from memory as I've just gone through my stuff. But basically, he goes against Oba Nobunaga. And he doesn't win, of course. And in the end, at 39 years old, or 40 years old, depending on how you count in the Japanese style, he commits seppuku in a temple and he's gone. Now, apparently, according to this museum, this helmet is the helmet he used, or at least the style he used, with what could be considered as fox ears, most likely. I know a lot of people have said they're fox ears, but just basically a pair of ears. And I'm going with fox because fox is pretty cool. So what I did is I just did a Google search on his kanji name and came up with some of the images, which I'll put here, which show this helmet. The problem is I cannot find an Edo period print of this helmet. Doesn't mean it's not there. I'm just literally Googling here in the morning with some Japanese kanji. So, I actually, in Google, you can use Google images. So you can use images and just put them into Google and search on Google. If you didn't know that, guys, you don't have to search with words. You can search with images. I did it, came up with nothing. Nick the Shogunate did it, and he went to his computer, he got up, his cup of tea floated over to him. He didn't even touch the keyboard. He just went, find it for me. And the heavens opened up with sunshine. Angels came down. Views came from nowhere. And Nick was like, oh, there you go, Anthony. And it just comes straight onto his screen. In fact, not only that, Nick went into his screen. He travelled to Japan through astral travel. He got to Kawagoe Museum, took some photographs himself, came back, gave me a replica of the helmet and everything. Because that's what happens when Nick puts Google searches in, because whatever Nick does is mustard. It comes up really good. So I'm very grateful to Nick. He emailed me and said, here you go, Ant, there's your helmet. I was like, oh, well done, Nick. Well done. So maybe he might be able to find a medieval picture of this, but I couldn't find it. But as you'll have seen now, the pictures have gone on. So there's little comic images, there's replica armor, there's all sorts going on there. So it's a bit crazy that we can't find a medieval image. Or I haven't found one just from this morning's search. I'm sure we could if we put a lot more effort in. But the point being is, this is what goes back to Nick's video, which is just because it's a famous helmet, and just because that famous helmet has been talked about for maybe centuries, doesn't mean it's really from the time. Like Takeda Shingen's white hair might not actually be from that time. It could be that this was created in the Edo period. So, I didn't know about this gentleman, this samurai. I didn't know about this clan. They've got like a castle that's going now, and it's been designated a special area. And Asakura clan, I think, and their Kamon is there. That's, you know, it's found, which is awesome. So now I have a little bit more knowledge for that. So I hope that was I'm sorry. I'll put the link to the gentleman below so you can have a look at his wiki page, basically. It's pretty cool. Go and have a look. And I'm not sure if Nick's done a video on this guy, but maybe in the future Nick will get a video done on this guy, because he seems pretty cool. He seems pretty good. He fights Oda Nobunaga, can't win, holds out for a few years, and then has to commit suicide, which is a lovely part of Japanese culture. I'll have to go back through Nick's videos and see if he's done the video for this clan. Right, okie dokie. So far we've had Scott from Sengoku Studies, we've had Nick the Shogunate, we've had Stephen Nojiri from his Samurai Traditions channel, and myself. They're the 4 people who've done the Mayadate this month. Now we're kicking off with Scott from Sengoku Studies, and he's going to be doing face masks. So next month, hopefully me, Nick, Scott, and Nojiri, hopefully, and let's go, hopefully with maybe some other people joining us on face masks. So let me know, guys, in the comments below what you think of samurai helmets and the Mayadate. Have you learned a decent amount from all of these videos? And don't forget, you can follow the playlist, which has them all in. Right, guys, I'm going to crack on with some work.